So your underlying energy is the Six of Pentacles. So this is talking about balance, right? This is talking about making sure that you have a good balance of give and take, right? So I feel like right now you're trying to find out exactly, or the energy in regards to this is about whether you have a properly balanced relationship. Um, and what's underneath that, which is rather interesting, is the devil. So this could be talking about trying to balance out old issues, or balance out, or trying to figure out the balance for you and your partner. And I feel like this is a reoccurring problem for you guys, because so considering the devil is patterns and, old issues, old patterns, old ways of thinking and behaving. Okay, and I feel like it's, wow, okay, the King of Cups for y'all has something to do with a partner. I feel like sometimes, honestly, this is definitely talking about a codependent relationship, because with those three coming up, right, the lover. Okay, King of Cups is a lover, male or female, doesn't have to be gender specific. And then you got the devil, which is also like having habits that aren't necessarily helpful in your process of getting whatever you want. And then the Six of Pentacles, it's like there is something not really quite balanced about something, and usually about give and take. You know what I'm saying? So, what is going on here? In the heart of your reading, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a pretty good sign. I like this card. This talks about having the support in, or beginning a journey towards support, security, and stability. Okay, because obviously, right in the very beginning, you're not really gonna have them things. If you're gonna start something with something you already have, and it makes sense. So right now, you guys are trying to start this. This is your goal. You guys want to be in this place where you can feel stable and secure, but also you have been possibly even offered something right now. Like somebody offered you something that's quite long term, something that shows foundation, possible buildable foundation. Okay, but it's also crossed with the Eight of Cups, which is something I don't really like, is because you're recognizing something, or you're seeing something that really isn't doing something for you. Okay, or perhaps you're recognizing something that led you to feel misled. Okay, so you're about to go off and figure out exactly what it is that you're looking for. Okay, so I feel like there was a promise of support and stability here, and you're noticing that it's not exactly what that is, or you're not really seeing that for what it is. Right, you're not seeing the results for the things that, well, pretty much you're not really seeing anything that appeals to you right now, especially in regards to the promise of that stability. So I feel like you are on the brink of just kind of leaving that crap behind and finding something else. Okay, so that is an interesting dynamic there, considering that the Six of Pentacles is in your underlying energy. Something just isn't really balanced for you. You're not seeing the balance that you're looking for, or that you're wanting, and you're ready to kind of figure out exactly what it is that you want, what you truly want, in regards to this Ace of Pentacles here. Okay. Now, in the past, you guys have strength. Strength is talking about, having that, having the, it's like having the courage and the control to push yourself through a very difficult situation. So I feel like you guys went through something really, really difficult, but your strength carried you out of that predicament. So you've kind of carried yourself through this. Like, it wasn't exactly something easy. Let me go ahead and clarify this, because we want to know exactly what it is. You guys could have been having some situations going on with a Leo. Okay, maybe there was either somebody that helped you during that time, but I don't really know. I'm not getting that. Somebody could have helped you that was a Leo, someone that kind of provided you with with that heart energy to push you through something very difficult. But I feel like, but usually the strength card is you, right? It's not someone else. It's also having confidence and the courage to do something that is rather difficult, like I said. So let's go ahead. Why is strength coming up? What's up with that? What's up with that? Okay. Knight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, this could have been a fire sign, y'all, that you guys were kind of getting over here. Like, you were trying to move on from a relationship with somebody that you felt was a little too immature for you. Like, you felt like they didn't see what your point of view of things, and they were more focused on the fun aspects of life rather than the serious ones. And that is pretty much why you're looking at this situation like it's hella skeptical. I don't know if you guys broke up with this person or not, but I do feel like there was definite either a difficult time with this. Yeah, okay, yeah, you didn't. I don't know about that. So, yeah, I think there was a difficult time. There was a lot of looking at what was missing or focusing on something that really wasn't going to get you to this place where you wanted to be, right? So I feel like the Knight of Wands possibly offered you, maybe not offered you something, but more of lit the fire in you, because like the fact that the strength card is being clarified by the Knight of Wands, y'all could have gotten some you guys could have gotten offered some, some love, if you know what I'm saying, if you catch my drift, because strength is also about lust, right? So yeah, okay. Yeah, so strength is all about lust, right? Well, it can be about lust, but usually it's like having the inner strength to control, to be able to get you through difficult situations. On the other hand, there's another situation where strength can actually mean have letting your animalistic side come out, understanding that you have the control of yourself, but allowing the other part of you, the animalistic side of yourself, to react to things, or to interact with the world around you. And the fact that the Knight of Wands there, that could be telling me that you guys could have had some sort of influence. You guys could have had some fun with a Knight of Wands, okay? Male or female. This person could have been very passionate, okay? But I feel like this was something that wasn't going to exactly lead you to anywhere stable, because as you see here, you're looking at the Three of Cups. So yeah, you're not really seeing that. Like, you're definitely looking at the Four of Cups, but you're not really, you're not getting that extra cup to signify, the stability. So you probably weren't, you were waiting on an offer or something that was showing you stability, but at the end of the day, I think that person was just clearly fun. So, because now you guys have the Five of Pentacles. So right now you guys are feeling left out in the cold. That's not good compared to the last reading I did for y'all. That's not cool. That's not cool. Okay? You guys are not feeling that emotional support that's necessary, or that financial support. I feel like it's more emotional than anything, since the Cups came up in the past here. And you got the Eight of Cups here. And you got the Nine of Cups in your crowning. This is all about, I feel like this is basically about emotions. Alright? This is something that needs to be balanced right now. And considering that the Six of Pentacles is there with the King of Pentacles, like that's underneath the underlying energy, there is something to do with emotions. So there is not a lot of emotional support. It's probably not even a lot of romance right now, because of what, you probably recognize it from the past, right? The past is pretty much telling us everything, because the Eight of Pentacles is looking at the things that were offered, or the things that he kind of collected that he realizes that isn't for him, right? The Eight of Pentacles is like, look, okay, I did what I need to do. I saw what I need to see, but this ain't for me. Bye. I'm going to look for it myself, because none of this is working. So in the past, it's definitely showing you guys that this person probably got you feeling good, but they were, I'd hate to say that they were only good for one thing, because, this person is like, it's significant, big time, okay? The fact that even the Devil comes up even shows that you have a karmic relationship, or cosmic relationship at that. So, so I feel like, yeah, this person was offering you something that wasn't stable, was more fun, and that's what the focus was, and it wasn't really going to lead you to the spot that you wanted. So I feel like you were sitting here in the past waiting for something stable, and you got something that wasn't exactly as stable as you thought, because the Five of Pentacles is showing you that you're not feeling that support or love or nothing at all. You guys could be feeling love right now. I mean, because considering that the Five of Pentacles doesn't mean that you're, it doesn't mean that you're alone. It just means that you have lack of something. You're lacking in something that is in regards to security and support right now, okay? Or even stability, right? So there's something like not stable about this relationship that's making you guys feel this way. You guys are still in a relationship, as you see here, with the two people holding each other, right? That's showing that you guys still have a relationship there. But you're not feeling it, so what's up? Now, here's the thing that gets a little interesting for me, okay? Because y'all have the Seven of Swords in your future. You guys went through, like, noticing that this person was pretty much only kind of showing you that there was just getting that spice of life out of you, right? But not really offering you support and stability. You're getting to the point now where you're noticing that there isn't really the support that you were promised, where you're wanting that support and you weren't really guaranteed that. I feel like you're probably waiting for a while to get that support offered to you, but you never really got it. So you're in a spot where you're like, this is not what I was expecting or wanting, okay? And I think that right here, there is, like, you see yourself kind of sliding away, kind of sneaking off. Just kind of like, not necessarily just trying to be, trying to, like, cheat or lie or anything like that. I mean, I feel like you guys are just actually trying to leave the scene without saying much of anything. Ghosting, pretty much. And my advice to you guys is really not to do that, because that can, like, mess up a lot of karmic stuff, okay? So, but I also feel like there is a situation that it just turns out you just don't straight up want to deal with anymore. That's pretty much what it is. The Eight of Cups, they don't want to deal with that no more. Nothing works for them, so they're done. Seven of Swords is pretty much the same thing. Like, you're not really feeling this. You're not liking it, so you're not going to deal with it. And I feel like the thing here is, even though it's outside of your comfort zone, especially this is the advice of the Seven of Swords, you want to... The best way to approach your future is to take that risk. Is to do something that makes you feel uneasy, because it can kind of actually bring you... It can bring you as, it can bring you... I guess resolution, because the Seven of Swords it doesn't resolve anything, right? Like when you lie and when you deceive or be dishonest or not face something head on, you're not really dealing with it. It's not resolving anything. It's just leaving that thing open, like kind of like using a Ouija board and never closing it. It's the same thing here. Like you're just kind of you're not really dealing with it, so it doesn't really resolve anything, and it leaves you feeling like even more alone than anything, because as you see here, the Seven of Swords, he's walking off by himself. So I don't feel like this exact approach is the best way for you guys in the future. I'm not really feeling it. Again, I'm not telling y'all what to do. You guys do whatever you feel like you need to do that's best for you, but I feel like the way to go about it is to find justice, take that risk, get, even those odds, because right now you're not having that balance that you're looking for. You noticed in that, you see in it right now. So I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles is the Eight of Cups, excuse me, just crossing the Ace of Pentacles is telling you to do is, something's up. Go ahead and go outside your comfort zone now and make sure that stuff is evened out for you, because you got your own, the only person that can really watch out for you is you, okay? So, yeah, there it is. All that passion. Yeah, this person was really just for the sex, I feel. This person was really just for the sex. They felt good. They did good. But as far as the stability goes, ladies, males, guys, girls, this person was not, like, showing any sort of signs of being stable for you. Damn, that pisses me right the hell off. I'm sorry, Pisces. Whatever, man. You just gotta be like, whatever. It's up to you guys what you guys want to do with your relationship, as far as really taking a closer look and seeing exactly how you can fix it. Because the Six of Pentacles evens things out. The Justice card definitely evens things out. So it's really how you guys decide to approach this situation. And if because the Devil came up when I was pulling as well. Just a bunch of cards came out, and I noticed that one. And I'm seeing here that if if you feel like you just want to just sneak away, I don't know if that's necessarily a good decision, because considering the devil comes up, that could be an old habit that isn't really, that kind of happens to repeat itself and just kind of cause some unresolved issues to kind of arise repeatedly. So I feel like taking the risk and getting the justice that you deserve is the best way to go about your future. Okay, because if you do something that you feel isn't very comfortable, but you know it's for the greater good, and you know it's for your, your sanity, your stability, and if just all that love for you, it's all worth it at that end of the day. Okay, now you guys have the crowning energy, the Nine of Cups, and I feel like right now it's that's really interesting, because this is talking about wish fulfillment. I feel like this is starting to realize. I think this is realizing that despite having a relationship that's rather unbalanced, you do have something really wonderful here. The fact that you have the Five of Pentacles shows that it's just lack of some sort of support. It's not saying that you're completely alone. Like, you still have a relationship here that needs to be worked on. And the fact that you have the Ace of Pentacles in the heart of your reading, it symbolizes the beginning, not something that's in the end. Where it's something like this, where I'd be like, whoa, y'all been through a lot. Y'all been through it. This is ridiculous. If you guys are not feeling some sort of way, and your partner ain't knowing that, what's up, But the fact that it's the beginning, and this is this is just blossoming of the relationship. I feel like I feel like the Nine of Cups is realizing, it's basically seeing around you what exactly actually went in your favor. I know your relationship don't feel like it right now, but the fact that you have a relationship at all speaks volumes, especially if you guys have wanted one. And if you have that in your heart, because what's important is to really, the reason why the Nine of Cups comes up is because it wants you to have that love and that appreciation in your heart to manifest it to be better. So it's not saying that you're ungrateful, okay? That's one thing that's not saying, but it is asking you to look at it from a perspective of what you have. And I feel like when you know what you want, you honestly will start to, the best way to go about manifesting that is to feel it in your chest, to feel it in your heart, bring that in, because your emotions will do that. Your emotions will bring in the support, the stability, and the proper balance that's needed in your life right now. Okay, because you're not feeling very supportive right now. Everything seems to be wonky, and I feel like if you feel balanced within yourself, that's going to bring in more of the same. And what you have isn't necessarily, it's pretty shitty. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's not like crap. You know what I'm saying? It's something that can blossom into something more. You just have to see it for the greatness that it can be, rather than what it isn't, if that makes sense. Okay, so also this talks about this not only just talk about manifesting, it's also about having the satisfaction in all life. Okay, like what this is, if your partner doesn't supply you with the support that you need or the stability that you need, what things do they do for you that make you happy?